Hope you're hungry. I have all of your favorites in here. Let's see. French toast, scrambled eggs, bacon, extra crispy, and those potatoes that you love so much.
How did you get all of that in here?
I have my ways.
Well, it's probably not a good idea to start seducing Pops right at this point.
I also offered him dinner for free at the Metro Court, okay? Coffee and orange juice. Whatever you'd like.
Let's face it, Carla, you didn't come here to serve me breakfast. What is it you really want?
I need to know. Did you and Sonny have Jerry killed last night? This is my husband. I have to find out what happened to Jerry.
What makes you think he's dead?
Well, the window in his hotel room was smashed out and no one's seen him since.
Sounds like someone finally caught up to him. I'd like to say it was me, but it wasn't. As far as I know, it wasn't Sonny either.
I had to ask.
All right.
Now that I know, I need to focus on getting you out of here. Hey. Since Rick has already come up with a way to convince the judge to deny you bail, we're going to have to come up with something ourselves. I was thinking we could start with the mayor. He's got to have skeletons in his closet. We could find something incriminating and get him to drop the charges.
Forget it. No, don't help me at all.
We can have the arrest thrown out. I can convince Lucky to say that he made a mistake.
I want you to forget about the whole thing.
What are you talking about? It's perfect. Elizabeth and Jake were in the coffee house while you were arrested. Lucky made a mistake. He was distracted.
I want you to leave Lucky out of it.
Don't you think he owes you? I do. You've saved Elizabeth how many times? Hell, if it weren't for you, she would never make it last.
No.
Let me tell you something. You're not being charged with some misdemeanor. You're being charged with murder. If there was ever a time to cash in a favor, it would be now. Why are you having such a problem with this?
Look, I know you're worried about me, and I appreciate it, but you can't pull some crazy stunt to get me out of this, Carly. It's only going to make things worse.
How much worse can things get? You've been denied bail, which means Rick has...
Well, that means I'm going to be locked up until my trial.
And I'm supposed to do nothing about that.
Well, you can't get me out of this by blackmailing Rick or blackmailing the mayor.
I won't have to if we can get Lucky on board.
I don't want Lucky lying for me. It's not fair.
It's not fair to who? Lucky or Elizabeth? Wow. I can't believe I'm thinking about her. I don't know where you got your information, but I didn't have an argument with Lorenzo before he died. I barely spoke to the man.
Is that so? Mm-hmm. Then what were you doing at his house?
You don't have to tell him anything.
There's nothing to tell. I stopped by Lorenzo's to ask him questions about his business dealings with James Craig.
Was that before or after you realized that Craig was actually Jackson's brother?
Didn't this office prove the opposite?
What did Mr. Alcazar tell you about Craig?
Nothing. Lorenzo couldn't get me out of the house fast enough.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, but if I had to guess, I would say Lorenzo had a plane to catch. He's probably hiding out somewhere in South America right now while you're trying to railroad Jason.
It's not railroading, Carly, when you actually do the crime.
What crime? There was no body, right?
Oh, I got something better.
You got a visitor. Stone Cold. Look, I just came by to check to see if the Mighty 10 laid down by the old wise dudes was properly being adhered to.
The what?
See, Stone Cold here was guaranteed certain unalienable rights by our founding fathers. You know, number 4 protects against cruel and unusual punishment, so if you or any of your brothers in arms violate that rule, the Jack will rain down terror on you like the Goth God of Zoom.
Look, kid, I don't know what you just said, but you got 15 minutes.
If you're not Stone Cold, I have secured your freedom.
What are you talking about?
Okay, look, I hacked into the law-abiding one system. Okay, so at exactly 10:08 tonight, the fire alarm will go off, at which point your cell door will slide open, and you can walk out.
I want you to delete it.
No. What are you talking about? It's really simple.
I don't want you breaking me out of here.
Come on. You can't hate a plan when you haven't even heard the best part.
Actually...
The alarm sounds. You have 30 seconds to get out of your cell, down the hall. Okay, the second door on the left will be
I want you to stay out of this.
Wait, no, Stone Cold, look. I'm your wingman.
Do what I tell you. I have a great lawyer who's trying to get me out of here clean and legal so I can just get back to my life. The best thing you can do to help is nothing.
You know, it's so convenient the way all of your co-conspirators keep showing up at their own accord. It saves me a trip. Mr. Spinelli, questions?
Got nothing to say to you, Rick.
I happen to know that he used to work for Lorenzo Alcazar. Right? Selling files, encrypting them. You know, you'd be the perfect person to provide Jason with information and tech support necessary for him to pull off Alcazar's murder. That would make you an accomplice. Which is exactly how I'm going to charge you if you don't tell me everything you know.